What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to GHET-TO Sports, Sports Talk with Street Flavor. Yes, it is Sunday, I'm back, and I don't have nothing to get off my chest. Yes, my boys went and did it on Thursday. The boys behind me, they went and took care of the Eagles on Thursday. Oh my God, wearing Eagle green. Damn, I just noticed that. Damn, when we took care of the Eagles on Thursday, we did our thing. We stepped up. But I wanted to redeem myself from the picks from week 5. Remember, I went 0-9. I went 0-9 on week 5. My picks was hot garbage last week. But this week, starting on Thursday, I lit a fire. And so far, just this Sunday right here, I am 11-1. Only loss I had on Sunday are the Jets, because they couldn't score a goddamn touchdown. Okay? I think they ain't even throwing 50 yards. The Jets, and I got green on for them. Okay? And they couldn't do anything this Sunday. But I redeemed myself this Sunday. These were my picks. Can you see them, people? Can you see them? I picked Green Bay. Green Bay went out and won. Okay? Flacco, it wasn't going to beat Green Bay 2 times this year. He lost. Came back in the second half a little bit. Came up short. Okay? We knew what the Giants did on Thursday. Big win. Big win for Big Blue. Okay? The Raiders. Told you when I was kind of shaky on the Raiders because they've been letting me down. The Raiders won this Sunday. Tennessee. I'm sorry, Tennessee. Y'all need to get it together, but it's going to be a long season. LA, I told you LA Rams was going to go out to Baltimore and take care of that. Lamar wasn't playing. They was going to take care of Baltimore. And for some reason, without their leader, they just fell to the wayside. Same thing with the Bengals. Without their leader, they fell to the wayside. Remember, with Joe Burrow, they was 2-0. Since Joe Burrow left, they're 0-4. Quarterbacks mean something. Quarterback play means something. Head coaches mean something. Or do they? We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Okay? Pittsburgh, they're 4-1 coming off a bye. 4-1. Told you that's their division to lose. They're 4-1. Okay? The Bengals are 2-4. The Ravens are 1-5. Browns are 1-5. Pittsburgh 4-1. It's their division to lose. They control everything right now for their division. Keep it going, Pittsburgh. All right. The Pats bounced back. They won 2 in a row. The Pats are on a roll right now, okay? The Pats are up there, okay? Daniel Jones is 5-1. Daniel Jones is 5-1. Did you hear me? Okay? And I'm not gonna pop junk about that because we won. But Daniel Jones right now is 5-1. Chargers won. Okay? Chargers won. I told you they was on snapback after the loss and all that. They let the Commanders come back on them. They went down to Miami. They bounced back. Now Miami's in turmoil. They arguing. They fighting. They not even coming to team meetings. When they call players only meeting, they not even showing up. Or they show up late. So Miami is in flux. Okay. Seattle. I told you Seattle's going to bounce back. Seattle won. Okay? Jaguars wasn't going to go 2-0 in 2 weeks, okay? So, right now, with the Jaguars losing, the Colts with Daniel Jones is on top of that division right now. So, they might control that division. Daniel Jones and the boys. Ooh, smack in the face. Okay. Then, we got the Buccaneers. I told you the Buccaneers was going to beat the 49ers, okay? This was Matt Jones' first loss as a 49er head quarterback. Okay, because every time he stepped in, they won the game. But today they went down to Tampa and they lost. Sorry, Matt Jones. Tampa Bay, are they for real? Are they the class of the NFC? You got the Eagles, you got the Lions. They're gonna answer to that. But the Buccaneers right now are the class of the NFC. Then I tell you my upset of the week. This young man is undefeated so far at home. Who are you talking about, Manny? I am talking about Bryce Young. All right? Young is 3-0 at home. He's 0-3 on the road, but he's 3-0 at home. The Panthers won. That was my upset, along with the Giants, was my upset of the week, and they both panned out. If you bet those two bets, you came off. Okay? You came off. So right now, with those victories, let me call them out to you. Green Bay, Giants, Raiders, LA. Pittsburgh, Pats, Colts, Seahawks, Buccaneers, and the Panthers. That's 11 victories for me. And the one loss with the Jets, because I was being a homer. But that's a bounce back. That's a bounce back. And speaking about wins and things like that, WNBA, the Aces are the new champions of the WNBA. They came back and took their crown back. Okay, remember last year, they lost in the playoffs to the Liberty, who went on and won. Big up New York last year. But they said no. Remember, at one time in the season, the Aces was 14-14, a 500 team. Then they went on a 16-game winning streak to take them into the playoffs. Then when they got to the playoffs, they rolled. Okay? They rolled. They had that first loss. Then they just smacked people in the head after that. And they won. Okay? Wilson was MVP. And she was MVP of the regular season, MVP of the championship. And I think she was the defensive player of the year. One of those Michael Jordan things. Took all three, defensive, offensive, and MVP. She did it all. And so the Aces are something to reckon with. All right, we see what happens. Let's give them their big ups to the Aces. Okay, so did your team do well this Sunday? How was your picks? Okay, right now, Manny's 11-1, and we're not even talking about Monday night. That's why I'm coming in. Don't got nothing to get off my chest. Okay, didn't even have a good book to read. Okay. So I don't have a cover right now. Don't have a good book to read because I had a good day starting off on Thursday. It was a great weekend. Great weekend. All right? Great weekend. So, who do you like? What's your team going to do next week? Okay? As the Jets lost to the Broncos, that's who the Giants play next week is the Broncos. Okay? Ravens, as they lost these last few games without Lamar, they're on a bye next week, and they might get Lamar back after the bye. Will they be better? Okay? That's things to think about. Okay? Did Green Bay get their stuff on track? They won. Are they back on track right now? Okay? Minnesota's on a bye, but they bounced back. What would happen on Monday night? Falcons and Bills. Bills Mafia, I have seen you walking around Atlanta, strutting your stuff. You're ready, okay? Because that's when I was in New York. Oh, the Giants strutted their stuff. I just see some Giants a few minutes ago walking around. Great. Okay? Then you've seen Bears, Commanders. I told you, a replay of last year with that Hail Mary play. Bears was winning that game until the Hail Mary came about. So, can the Bears win on Monday night? That's the question. We will see. This is some interesting things going on. And hockey season is here. Okay? Hockey's here. Rangers are 3-1, I believe. Okay. Like I always say, go Rangers. I've seen them reading some good books lately. You know, they've been reading some good books. Look at that. WNBA been reading some good books. Even some NFL teams has been reading some good books. I will let you see that soon. But I don't have nothing to get off my chest. See the smile on my face? Normally people don't see me smile. They're like, oh, you're all grumpy all the time. No, smiling, smiling. See what victory does. Thank you. Peace.